of the strategic management process. This process is generally thought to consist of 5 sequential and continuing steps. Number 1, we have the environmental analysis. Then we have establishment of an organizational direction, strategy formulation, strategy implementation, and strategic control. Coming towards the first step. The first step of the strategic management process is environmental analysis. The systems thinking concept that we covered in chapter 2, it presented organizations as open management systems that are continually interacting with their environments. In a sense, an organization can be successful only if it is appropriately matched to its environment. Environmental analysis is the study of the organizational environment to pinpoint environmental factors that can significantly influence organizational operations. Managers commonly perform environmental analysis to help them understand what is happening both inside and outside their organizations, and to increase the probability that the organizational strategies they develop will appropriately reflect the organizational environment. To perform an environmental analysis efficiently and effectively, a manager must thoroughly understand how organizational environments are structured, or let's say classified. For purposes of environmental analysis, the environment of an organization is generally divided into 3 distinct levels, as you can see in the exhibit: general environment, operating environment, and internal environment. The general environment, or the level of an organization's external environment that contains components having broad long-term implications for managing the organization, is this general environment. The components normally considered part of the general environment are economic, social, political, legal, and technological and international. First of all, the economic component. The economic component is that part of the general environment that indicates how resources are being distributed and used within the environment. Important issues to be considered in an economic analysis of an environment are generally the wages paid due to labor, inflation, the taxes paid by labor and businesses, the cost of materials used in the production process, and the prices at which produced goods and services are sold to customers. These economic issues can significantly influence the environment in which a company operates and the ease or difficulty the organization experiences in attempting to reach its objectives. For example, it should be somewhat easier for an organization to sell its products at higher prices if potential consumers in the environment are earning relatively high wages and paying relatively low taxes than if these same potential customers are earning relatively low wages and have significantly fewer after-tax dollars or rupees to spend. Then the technology component of the general environment. This technology component is that part of the general environment that includes new approaches to producing goods and services. These approaches can be new procedures as well as new equipment. The trend towards exploiting robots to improve productivity is an example of the technology component. The increasing use of robots in the next decade should vastly improve the efficiency of at least the US industry. Then the legal component. The legal component is that part of the general environment that contains laws and past legislation. This component comprises the rules or laws that society's members must follow. Some examples of legislations specifically aimed at the operation of organizations are like the Clean Air Act, the Occupational Safety and Health Act, the Compensation and Liability Act, etc. Over time, new laws are passed and some old ones are either amended or eliminated. Then the political component is that part of the general environment related to government affairs. The examples would include the type of government in existence, government's attitude towards various industries, lobbying efforts by interest groups, progress on the passage of laws, and political party platforms and candidates. The social component. The social component is part of the general environment that describes the characteristics of the society in which the organization exists. Two important features of a society commonly studied during environmental analysis are demographics and social values. Knowing that only a small number of people have a certain type of educational background, for example, would tell an organization that it should compete more intensely to attract these people. Then the international component. The international component is the general environment segment that is composed of all the factors relating to the international implications of organizational operations. Though not all organizations must deal with international issues, of course, we have the domestic organizations as well. The number that have to do is increasingly is dramatic and continually in the early 21st century. Speaking about the operating environment, the level of an organization's external environment that contains components normally having relatively specific and immediate implications for managing the organization. This is also called as the industry environment or operating environment or task environment. We have the 5 forces model by Porter, perhaps the best known for industry analysis, and as I already mentioned the name, it was developed by internationally acclaimed expert of strategic management, Michael E. Porter. And the lecture video for Porter's 5 forces model would be covered through an imported link and posted on the LMS platform for the students. Then talking about the internal environment of from the environmental analysis, the level of an organization's environment that exists inside the organization and normally has immediate and specific implications for managing the organization is what the internal environment is. In broad terms, the internal environment includes the departments of marketing, finance, accounting, and other departments. From a more specific management viewpoint, it includes our 4 functions of management: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling within the organization. That will be it for this video. Thank you.